the locations and figuring out how to make the project work. But the best part is sort of being here, you know, it's like a birthday, right? The pregnancy is not always fun, or so I hear. You know, obviously I defer to folks who've had that experience, but I hear not that much fun. Sometimes building a building is that way. It takes a big team, and we have a lot of our friends here today who helped us get it done. So I do want to say a few thank yous. And as we go through, first of all, thank you to the whole team at the City of Lincoln. Wes, who can't be here today, Mayor Welch is here, but they were really supportive from the get-go. The first time I came here and met with them downtown and said, hey, I've got this idea. You know, there's a cornfield out there by Castle Manor, and I want to put a building on it. And they were like, yes, what can we do to make that happen? And so I always start there. We also had a great architecture team on this, Studio ARQ and BDCL architects who designed what I think is a beautiful building that fits in with the surroundings. You know, there were some questions about whether 3 stories make sense, and I think no matter which way you approach this building, even from the cornfield in the back, it fits in with what's out here and really fits a need. And I think that's important in today's climate. Housing has gotten really expensive, and so we've had to find ways to make it a little more affordable. And having a 3-story building in smaller municipalities really is a way to get a density of housing and to get a little bit more on the land, and that makes it more affordable for everyone. I think that's an important thing to think about as we move forward. And so this really proves as a proof point for some of the surrounding communities that might not be brave enough to take that step with a larger building. We've got our civil engineer who's here to make sure that it doesn't flood, that all of the landscaping looks nice. It will one day. Today's not our best day for the green grass, but at least we got sunshine and blue skies. I've done this in snow before. That's a little less fun. And we've got our construction team. You'll hear a little bit from Kevin from Roanoke, but you know, it takes a lot of people to actually build this building. We've just got a few representatives from the general contractor here today. When you think about it, there were a lot of hands that worked on this building. And some of them, you know, some of them just for a day or two, some of them for a long period over that 14 months. But it really takes a community to build that. All the plumbers, you know, all the drywallers, all those folks that made this happen. And so, you know, I always want to say thank you to them, even if they can't be with us today. And so, you know, I'm looking forward to a long life for this building, so I always want to give some kudos to our property management team. They're just taking over the building with Amy and Melissa here and Nick waving in the back there. We built a really good-looking building, right? It's their job to keep it that way, right? And it's all part of the team. I know we've got some future residents in the room. You know, we want to keep this looking this nice for a long time. I know it can be done. I've been in our buildings that are 15, 20, 25 years old. And I'm not saying they didn't get a lick of paint in the interim, but if you treat it like a community, if you treat it like a home, and that's the way we think about it, it'll stay that way. So we want to find a way to create that community, and every new building has to find its own life, right? You know, and we're going to find one here. We're going to build that community. I know Melissa's got some plans. I know she's got a lot of energy, and we're going to bring that energy into the building and make sure that this has a life, it really becomes a home and not just a set of apartments. And so that, I'll turn it over to the mayor. I think he's going to say a few words, and you know, I don't think any of us are going to talk for too long. You know, it's really just a chance to celebrate a grand opening here of a really important project. So thank you all again for coming out.
And I'll be very brief. First of all, thanks to Pivotal for choosing Lincoln. Lincoln is not unlike many other communities. Affordable housing is at a demand, and trying to find companies that want to come in and do just this in our community, it's a challenge. But Wes Woodhall, I think I can speak for Wes, he's our code enforcement building and safety officer. I've been getting updates along the way on this project, and he's had nothing but good things to say about the team. The team's been great to work with, so it couldn't have run any more smooth than it did for us. I think you guys moved pretty quickly too on this project, so the community's been watching. I know most of us have been driving by. It's beautiful. The building is beautiful. It's a nice addition to our community. I know that we've already got some tenants that have already chose to come out here. So I think that's a testament to the need and the need for both the building and for the tenants. So I would just say thank you. I can't thank you enough for choosing Lincoln and taking care of our community and our residents. And wish you the best of luck out here. To your management team, my staff and my team, we are here to help you with anything that you need. We'll navigate those waters if we have to, but please just reach out if you need to. Thank you.
Good afternoon, folks. My name is Kevin Bucheck. I'm the president of Roanoke Construction. We are the general contractor that built this building. As Wyllys mentioned, it takes a lot of hands to do something like this. It takes a lot of partnerships, and so I want to thank some of our partners. First and foremost, I want to thank Wyllys. I want to thank Brian, Michael, Audit, and Damien, and the rest of the team at Pivotal. This is our first project together, and hopefully the first of many. It's been a great partnership. We've enjoyed the partnership. We've had our ups and downs, but we started out well and we finished well, and that's the most important thing. So we finished on time, which is very rare in today's standards in construction, so that's a huge thing. I want to thank the partners inside of my company, a few of whom are here today, and the most instrumental partners getting this project done are Richard Moon, our Vice President of Construction in the back, Sean, our project engineer on the project, and Jimmy Coffey, who is not here today, but he was a superintendent that was here throughout, making sure we did finish on time and on budget. So I want to thank them especially. And as Wyllys mentioned, the subcontractors usually don't get thanked at these things. And so I want to thank all of the subs that worked on this project, the carpenters, the plumbers, the electricians. There were over 100 individuals, all local folks from here, from Peoria, from Lincoln, from Springfield that worked on this building. So I want to thank them. There's still a few working around here doing a little touch-up painting and things, and so they'll be here for probably another week or so, kind of finishing things up. At Roanoke Construction, we're a mission-driven contractor focused on affordable housing, and we believe everyone deserves a safe and quality and affordable place to live, regardless of their background, regardless of their income, regardless of where they come from. And it's very special to us when we get to experience these things, these ribbon cuttings, these openings. And it's especially rewarding for us when it's a senior building, because the senior residents have been serving this community usually for 50, 60, 70 years before they get to settle into this home. So it's very important that we give them a good quality, safe place to live. And so I hope, I'm assuming some of you residents or future residents here. How many are residents? A handful of folks. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love your new home. If you have issues or something, please don't call us. But seriously, if there are issues, we will fix them. But that's really why we all do this. That's why Wyllys does this. That's why the engineers and architects do this. That's why the contractor does this. It's for you all. It's for the residents. So we really hope you enjoy it. And with that, I'll close out the remarks. We do have a 1-bedroom and 2-bedroom unit for folks to see right down the hall. They're marked with balloons. So feel free to take a look, and you can ask any of us questions about the building. So thank you all.
Sure. Come on, you too, Melissa. What? All of you. Everybody that's given us this great chance.